I'm judging her by the size of her horns and tail.
You're a really small person.
I'm gonna beat you to a freaking pulp.
5'3", who?
I mean, they did. They beat me up. According to your commands.
We did. Sorry, Kevin, but Aurora said I need to beat you up for her.
We need to beat you.
Hi, and welcome to the first rebooted episode of the Gaggle Nerds podcast.
Kevin, it's not a reboot.
I'm back.
A reboot has some significant
Temporarily. I mean,
it's not a reboot.
It's not a reboot.
It's just a reboot.
We're bringing it to a new channel. Welcome to the new channel. If you're from the old channel, hi again. And if you're new, extra hello, because thanks for joining. We got our group here.
Yeah, we now have a logo now. Well, we should. She's the one doing it.
I am an artist.
So if we don't have a logo, blame Rora.
Absolutely.
No, we'll probably not release the video. We're going to do formatting a little differently and stuff. Right, what the Gaggle Nerds are a bunch
of geese.
That's what a gaggle is.
Yes.
We talk about just nerd stuff, if you couldn't guess. From movies, video games, all that sort of crap, you know.
Let's get Adam Sandler in here.
What? Okay.
You have your host, Ken Vlar.
Yes. Pretty much
your
the host.
special guest, Aurora. Also, Trouble. You should put my at on screen.
Yeah, no, I could totally do that.
So then I can get more Instagram followers.
Oh, no, we might have an advertising section in the middle or something in the future. We'll see about that.
We have an ad read?
Yeah, we'll definitely do ad reads.
Not sponsored.
Can we
Not
please
sponsored.
can we please have fake ad reads for
Yes,
fake
I kind of want to do that. That's what I was
Let's
thinking.
go get some like Omega Mart products.
I want to make. Yes. All right. So now we have an extra reason to go to Omega Mart.
Yeah.
Till Omega Mart sues us.
Oh, the next one related
Probably
to
not.
is
It's an
Kale,
art
and then
thing.
the last one's Lorian. Anyway, today our topic, well, is going to be what the internet thinks about the Dungeons and Dragons movie, Honor Among Thieves.
We are not the internet. It's what we think about the movie.
But we are the thieves.
No, actually, it's going to be a mix of both.
I'm
Both
kidding.
our
just you and
opinions
Kevin.
and what the internet thinks about it.
Well, I hope the internet says nice things.
I have
No.
some very neat, interesting things about the
Let's
movie
see. I can
and the
go
people
look
who
and
talk
see
about
what
it.
He's
the
talking
internet
about
is.
us pirating anime
Hit the next
online.
slideshow.
Right.
Yeah, there should be images that pop up from time to
Oh,
time.
and opinions on the movie.
Yes,
we got a
Twitter.
slideshow, and it's very
It's a
cheesy.
93% audience score. So the internet
Yes,
likes
it's
it.
very well
Dude,
rated.
I think what's really cool about the D&D movie is, like, as a D&D movie, it's super good, but also as a movie in itself is really good.
Yeah,
I had this
Yes.
discussion with somebody, like, even if you don't know anything about D&D, you can still genuinely enjoy it, like, just in and of itself. But also, like, if you do stuff, like, know stuff, it's got references to, like, Waterdeep and other stuff.
Yes,
and I think
it's
that's
within
cool.
The,
It's in the lore.
yeah, within that universe. Totally. I was completely surprised that it was good. I had zero expectations.
You were surprised?
Wow.
Disappointed.
Because, like it's a D&D movie. You think they mess it up.
I have a question for you.
Why
On your
do you think they would
slideshow,
mess it up?
do you have like bits about like opinions on characters and like their choices and like what they chose? Because I have opinions on like what they've done with some of the characters. Like,
a little bit.
okay,
Yeah, you'll see. Okay.
I will see. And if my opinion doesn't show up,
Kevin,
I will
feel
put
like
it in.
we should have looked through.
Yeah, maybe
No,
you
I
should
want
have
it,
briefed us.
I want it to be a surprise because there's some really funny stuff here.
We like surprises around here.
Yeah.
I really liked I lost it.
I love that one.
Me too. I liked the bard guy. I actually really liked the paladin more than anything. It was the
Oh, yeah.
most like
I
that's
remember.
definitely a NPC.
Yes, that is
And
what
where he
people
just
have
like
been
came
saying.
in, was like, I'm so tired of these guys getting lost. This is where you need to go.
Also,
I remembered.
another thing to note about the bard is that
He never really did anything.
people think he's a rogue, not a bard.
No, he's a
I-
bard.
he's
He
a
carries
bard.
a lute.
No,
Does he perform any magic?
See, the thing
carries
is,
a
wait.
lute.
I think the thing is, he's supposed to be kind of like a multi-class, kind of like, because
Maybe.
I mean, it's honor among
They
thieves.
literally
It's
used him
literally
as
called
a
honor
they used
among
him
thieves.
as a distraction.
That too.
Yes.
He's literally a bard.
With the
Guys,
help
he
with
could
the
be
other
both.
magic users.
Well,
He
yeah, but
could
he
be
was-
both.
He was a bard.
Okay, when I viewed this movie, I was
Bards carry
viewing it
lutes.
less of like as a movie, and more of
And
as
I
like a
lost it again.
DM or like a player.
How'd you lose it
So-
if you were thinking about it?
That's pretty cool. Like so, the whole
Because they're
time,
distracting me.
I'm
You should have
sorry.
been waiting for your turn.
the whole time it was
I
just
had
kind of
my
like.
turn.
And then you
didn't know
lost
was
it.
your turn.
Yeah.
All right,
so then
have
it
your
was moved
turn.
on to the other turn.
Yes,
She
Lorian.
forgot
Have your
again.
turn.
Lauren, go ahead.
Oh, I liked how that you could feel like the people playing the characters behind them.
Oh yeah.
You could just kind of feel it.
I do want to say one thing also that I thought was kind of funny was, it's brought up about how he was going to bring back his wife the whole movie. And like from the start, you're like, there's no way. You don't just like get to establish the wife is dead and not bring her back. So like the moment at the end of the movie, you were like, that's where it is. I
Yeah.
knew the wife couldn't come back. No living moms here. Only tragic backstories.
Well, to be fair, people thought it was pretty neat that those two didn't get together.
Yes, I think they did a good job of making it
Yeah.
to where those two didn't have romantic chemistry
But
while
they were
also having
parents.
her as a mother figure towards the
They can be
guy's
platonic.
daughter. I thought that was really cool and well done.
Yeah, no, it's pretty neat.
Kale, do you have an opinion? You've been awfully quiet.
Yeah, Kale, you have no opinions. Did you like it?
Did you
The
like
movie?
the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kale's the stoic guy who stands in the background.
Okay, let me just mention that that there's a lot of things where my players said don't put that in the in our game, like in the game I'm running. Like
That you did put in the game.
I
What did you do?
I haven't yet. No, they were just worried that I would, like the magic cuffs, or the dagger that you can't revive a person from, or
Wizard's blade.
yeah, that thing. There's a lot of stuff within the movie.
I mean, they do know their DM pretty well. The DM
Yeah.
will consume any type of media and immediately want to put it into something.
I found out that on the
Specifically
internet,
this one.
campaign.
you'll see later that there's like
Bro,
I
you have
saw.
so many scratches on the back of your phone case.
Because it's a clear phone case.
They
Yeah,
can't
but there
see
are
that, Kale.
So many scratches.
Guys, there's scratches on the back of my phone
There-
case.
They're not gonna be able to see
There are
that.
I want you to
so
Photoshop
many-
scratches
there
on the
are
back of my
so
phone.
many tiny scratches. How
I
do
need
There
you
are
to
only
become a
scratches
pro
on mine.
editor, and I need you
Mine
to
is
start
also clear.
editing random requests, just
Yeah,
like
but there's
explosions.
so
I've tried
many
doing that,
scratches.
and
I just
yeah,
have
there's
smudge.
like very little payout for
Smudges.
that.
I'll appreciate it.
Okay.
I don't watch the podcast episodes.
How dare you?
Lauren
Okay.
did.
I reviewed like 15 of them when I was trying to figure out stuff, though, so that was pretty cool. I watched a bunch of random ones.
Okay. That's something. Anyway, wait.
Wasn't me.
I lost my train of. Okay. Anyway.
You have a train?
Next.
You lost your train.
Dude,
train-
Charles!
What? Oh. I hope they got that reference. Okay. Anyway, next slide.
Boom!
Right. So there's obviously going to be a sequel, right?
I don't want a sequel.
You
I
don't
don't.
want a sequel?
Nope.
What?
Why would we need a sequel?
Obviously.
Actually, I was discussing
there-
if they made a sequel, it'd be kind of hard because, like, for me and my cousin were talking about if they made a sequel, it'd be really funny if they brought back all the same actors and then they either like immediately died and then they came back
So, like,
the
Suicide
same
Squad.
actors but different people, or it was like they were doing a different campaign, so it was again the same actors but they were like different characters.
That's
But
what
the
I want.
issue with that would be that people who don't understand D&D wouldn't get to enjoy the movie. And so
Well,
we're
they would
like,
still
they
enjoy
wouldn't
the
do
movie.
something like that because they'd be confused because they'd think it's the character from before, but it's not. And so it'd be kind of like this, like, mean, like, thing to
So
do
you're talking
to
about like
people.
Jumanji.
What
So
could?
what I think that they would do
Kind
if
of.
they made
But-
Just like
another
people
movie.
switch roles and whatnot.
Yeah. I just think it would be really funny because it's like you get the same act because you know like the D&D thing where it's like I died but then like it's like you see somebody who looks vaguely familiar come over the hill and it's like I am his long
even
lost
being
cousin
quiet that
third
time.
removed.
Rora,
Yes.
Lorian was speaking.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't even being quiet that time.
What were you speaking? I was just talking about.
No,
Continue,
Aurora can't hear
Lorian.
any
I'm
other
actually
voice
really
other than
deaf.
her own.
I'm actually really deaf.
Okay.
Kevin, can you remind me of what I was saying?
Sorry.
Something. A neat idea for
Yeah.
sequel.
What I think that they do, they I don't think that they would make it a sequel. They would make like a movie franchise instead.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, for a movie franchise, you need a sequel.
No, not like that.
That's
then you get
true.
your third
Yeah,
movie.
it'd probably not be related to it. It's just within the same universe.
Yes,
Because,
that's what I'm saying.
like, it's such a big universe. Or what would be funny if they did do a sequel is that they just switched out the people and the classes and characters, and they just went through the same like story, but it would go out very differently than before. You know, it's as if it was a module they
but then
ran.
that goes back to your point. People wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, see, that's the biggest thing because they have to like ride the line of like people wanting to enjoy it as like a movie and not understanding D&D, and people who understand D&D and getting like the inside jokes, and
That's why I
that's kind of
think-
hard to do when you're going into the like meta level
Why does she have
of
a
stuff.
sword in that picture?
That's why their best bet is to do like.
This is early concept art.
So that's why their best bet is to do like what the Minecraft books do. Like it's all in this. Okay.
Did you just bring the Minecraft books into this?
Are you
Yes.
mad,
No, no,
Pat?
no,
What
let-
kind
let her
of
cook,
weird
let her cook.
connection is that?
Okay, so the Minecraft books are all set in the same universe, but they tell a different story within each universe with
Yeah.
different characters. So that's
That would be
probably
neat.
what they would do.
There's also like the hundreds of different planes.
Or they could
to
do
Exactly.
what they could do what other movies do, where they like make a good movie and then like make a crappy TV show that is like a different animation style. It's like different voice actors, and it's just terrible and dumb.
Yeah, no, they could totally do that.
I think that'd be a good play, because then kids would love it. Kids love those shows.
Yeah.
They
Press
do.
space again.
Yes, hit the.
Did you? Why did you
What is that?
source?
No,
You
it's that-
cited your
it's that-
sources?
it's
Wait,
that
is this
source.
the bird guy that they like yeeted
cited
out
your
the
sources
window?
with only
Apparently
the
he's
links.
this comic?
Okay, no.
Not even that. He cited his
did you
sources with
cite?
only the
'cause
links.
let me very
That's not even
quickly-
properly citing your sources.
no,
God,
you didn't
Kevin,
even
did you learn
properly
nothing
cite
from
your
high school?
sources.
I'm going to show you about a little behind the scenes about the birds and animatronics of the film.
I was gonna
'Cause-
say it didn't look like they only used
They
CGI.
were
There was a lot of like
really good, though.
puppetry and
Yeah,
animatronics.
it wasn't just CGI.
Okay,
I
but,
appreciate
but,
that.
No,
But,
they have to
but,
have a base
so they
for the
went
CGI
really
usually.
hard
No, a
on
lot
like
of
the
them do
CGI
just, like,
and like the background characters.
Some random green object.
Yeah.
They don't usually do like
But
full on animatronics.
They
for
made
a
the
lot of
tiefling
things.
character just regular skin toned, and that kind of bothered me because not only did I not
it.
identify her as a tiefling right away, because she had such small horns, and I just feel like I've never seen tieflings with such little horns. Like I thought she might have been a satyr or something. And then on top of it, I've always seen tieflings depicted with like a red or purple skin, and I know they can have human-like skin, but I just
Look at
feel like
that.
they could have taken a creative liberty to have taken
just
it
wanna see your
to
bottle of
giving
milk.
her like an interesting skin tone because
Laura.
they went really hard on all the background characters,
Laura.
and I feel like they
Laura,
should have
let's see
taken
it.
that
Bro,
opportunity.
I want to see your propel.
No, you shook
I-
it up. I'm trying to like
I
add
want to look at
conversation.
it. I want to look at it.
I think there's something
Put
really
it on the
worth,
table.
very important.
The audience needs to see it.
Oh, they saw it after you were being an asshole.
They want to see the milk.
There we go. Okay, something worth really noting.
Put it on
I
the
think
table.
why they didn't make the tiefling a different color is they're probably it might be considered blackface or something.
Well, then you. Yeah. What? Not if they use like a dark actor.
Yeah.
I
it's
just wasn't a
don't-
fan of the tiefling character. She was a good character, but she
I
also
loved
wasn't.
her.
You
She
didn't
was
like
great.
her as
I
a
really
tiefling?
liked her, but there was just some stuff about her that I didn't really like.
People did
definitely
say
wasn't really
she
a-
was underdeveloped.
She wasn't really a
Yeah,
tiefling at all. Like
underdeveloped.
you could definitely see the like whatever
Also,
the other one is.
the
that I
party
can't
was
think of
not
right
the
now.
same level.
No, definitely not.
Like the tiefling was obviously this like high level druid, and then we have the sorcerer character who's like
like
6.
no, yeah, level 6.
Whoa, no, level 6. See, I feel like he would have been way more powerful. Because
Okay.
like level 6 isn't
He
a
was-
high level, but
He
like
was
he couldn't really
moderately
do much.
powerful. He just like didn't know how to use.
Okay,
his
look at these
spells.
bird wings, right, real quick. They're
Jonathan?
mechanical. Yeah.
Jonathan. Not
Um,
Jonathan, Jonathan.
And
got an R.
we got.
Jonathan.
Look at the
No, as I
dragon.
said, they went really hard on like
Okay,
the background
this
characters,
one
and I feel like
freaked
they
me
could
out.
have taken that opportunity to have done something really cool with the tiefling character, because
Ew.
like tieflings
What is that?
are so cool
that
and
was
so
the
unique.
baby tabaxi,
what?
the paladin.
What is a
saved.
baby tabaxi?
It was within the movie.
It
don't
was like
recall.
the.
They pulled
it
it
was
out
the
of the
cat.
fish.
It was
Yeah.
the cat.
It was the
Is
cat.
the cat
I
thing.
don't-
Yeah.
I didn't
I
really
don't
like the
recall.
It was
cat
the thing
thing.
we called a
Yeah,
furry.
it was
That was
freaking-
kind of an
I don't
awkward
recall.
moment.
God,
yeah.
Kale.
But
I
yeah,
don't
people like
recall.
the bird. for some reason.
Jonathan's. That's because he's lovely.
Oh, Jonathan.
And he gets brought up, and they're like, "Oh, is Jonathan gonna be here? Because he's here. He'd be a great help."
The funniest thing
Also-
I find is how they did approve it, but then
Yeah,
he
that
still
was such like a D&D moment. The DM's like, if you would just
Hey,
let
I
me
was gonna-
finish, if you just
Exactly.
let me finish, and then they're like, we would like to take the bird and jump out the window.
Yeah.
And the DM's like, I was gonna let you out, and they're like, I don't care. We would like to jump out the window. And another very D&D moment was with
The entire movie could have been avoided if they just waited.
Yeah.
But like, you know the moment when it was the barbarian chick in the bard, and he was like trying to get the ropes off his hands,
Oh.
and I turned
Yeah.
to my cousin. I went, he's gonna get the last hit and kill the last guy, and my cousin's like, nah, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
He got his bounds off and just went boom, and it was like that's such a moment where it's
Yeah.
like, actually, can I try to hit it? And it was like, you haven't tried to hit it all this entire game. He was like, yeah, but I want to try to hit this last guy. I just got on my bounce. He was like, okay, and then it's like nat 20, and then the DM just has to be like,
Okay.
what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Just like,
yeah.
what do
it
you
was-
want to do?
It was instant. It was awesome. Oh, some references.
that?
This is from. Did you notice there was actors that were dressed as the old D&D
Oh my
movie
God.
cartoon?
No, none of us have watched the old
I've
D&D
watched
movie
that.
cartoon.
I've seen
Literally
clips
none of us
of
have
it.
ever watched
I've
it.
watched that.
Not even a single.
They look
It's-
so
me
silly.
never watched that.
Yeah, that's the whole point. It was like this was like first edition version of D&D. Apparently, I heard they were on a roller coaster called like the D&D roller coaster, and
They
then
were on a
it
roller
was
coaster, and during that roller coaster, they just like
teleported
landed in
into
that-
the world of
They just
D&D,
landed into that
and
world.
they
I love
died
that for
within
them.
the.
That's
I
an
think.
awful lot like when we went around that Ferris wheel and appeared in another world.
I didn't know that was a thing.
No, Roar, remember from that one game we played?
Yeah, I know. Like, I didn't know that was a reference. Like, that was anything.
It probably wasn't.
Oh, I
a
thought that
reference
was
to
that.
Let me see real-
They
Oh,
probably-
they
Whoa.
also,
I
they
forgot
also
that
did a trailer. They also did a trailer in the style of the old.
They did?
Yeah, and they talked about how, hey, a druid can't turn into an owl bear. That whole
Why? 'Cause it's
trailer.
Yeah, but like it's
Because
still
you
cool.
can't within the rules.
But why?
Yeah, but
Because they're not a animal.
they are. But
They
like,
clearly
I feel like
are.
it's one of those
It's
things that
considered
was
a
like.
monster.
I feel like that's one of those things where you'd be like, the DM
Yeah,
would be
exactly.
like, can I turn into an owl bear? And the DM be like, I don't see why you can't, you know?
I'm actually in the rules.
Yeah, and then you have like
Yeah.
Kevin just like actually in the rules, and then everybody
No,
else
that's
is like
not me.
Kevin.
That's not me.
No.
That's not me.
See, thing is, Kevin will mention, actually, you can't do that in the rules, and then all of us
And
will
then
be
all
like,
of
shut
us will
up,
be like,
Kevin,
"Shut
we're
up,
doing it anyway. And then he's like, all right, fine, you can do that.
You can do that. I guess. Like I
pretty much how
can't.
that
I
goes.
literally can't
Usually, yeah.
stop you.
I have limitations, okay? Especially with my other.
Not
D&D.
really. You don't seem that.
Kevin's
Well,
a
yeah, but that's a more
pushover.
serious
That's with
campaign.
you guys.
Yeah, you don't care. You don't limit us.
Also, there are some leaks about
Forge
some
was such a good
D&D
bad guy.
cards.
And no, I've been getting ads for the D&D cards.
these are not D&D cards. These are
Or-
magic.
I mean,
yeah,
Magic-
magic cards. I've been getting ads for those.
Oh, but like specifically.
Auroras.
Yeah.
Auras.
That's how you
Um,
would read it.
No, but Forge was such a good bad guy. Like he was so well done.
Oh yeah.
He
No,
really
it
did.
was. It was
he
a
worked
good.
for the story really well.
He didn't pull off like
See,
villain.
The other guy couldn't have been a rogue because Forge was a rogue.
There could be two. Rogues
They wouldn't
in
do
a
two of the
party.
same guy in the same party.
Honestly, he could have been a fighter.
Especially not something like a rogue.
Okay, very clearly.
he was a fighter,
guys,
he would have been
very
useful in
clearly the
combat.
main character wasn't really majorly anything. Like he was part of a group, and then he like left that group, and then like he
was-
like
he
did
was like
his
a
own
paladin.
thing. He was not a
Well,
paladin.
no, not a paladin, but
He
he
had
was
some sort of
he had
pact.
some sort of.
Yeah,
pact.
I know,
Isn't
but
that
it
what
was like
paladins are, kind
no
of?
paladins
No,
are
paladins
given.
are
Might be.
Yeah, they're given a power by a deity.
It was an oath,
Oh.
though. It just was
Yeah,
with
but
the
it wasn't by a
organization.
deity.
Yeah, it was for an organization, which
Yeah,
he's
for
in.
promise.
He
So
was
maybe
in
they-
the
maybe-
organization.
Maybe
Yeah.
he was a fighter bard.
As I said, he's
Or a
probably
fighter
just
who
like
likes music.
Definitely multi-class, yeah.
He's probably either multi-class, but like it's also a movie, and they wanted the character to be interesting.
Yeah.
He was
If
definitely
we've
bard.
learned nothing
Oh,
from any sort of movie,
I saw those.
you
one
have
of those
the
books
main
when we
character
were-
be
I
a
think
fighter.
it's so funny. They were like, "Movie, here's some books.
Yeah.
You like that movie? Here's a book.
Well,
you
the
wanna
least,
read a book?
at least the most least developed character gets a book explaining her whole backstory. The little bit I did read, I mean, not read, summary was that she was apparently abandoned as a child, and took
She
in
said
by-
that in the
They
movie.
said that in the movie.
I didn't remember that.
She was literally like, my parents like banned me because I was like a tiefling. Like that's the thing with.
Wait, so she had two
Yeah.
human
Yeah.
parents that popped out a
Most
tiefling?
tiefling
Yeah, that's how
parents are
that
I don't know. I
happens.
think that mom was cheating.
No,
I
that's
won't say
just
for
how
sure, but I think the
tieflings
mom
work.
was cheating.
Yeah, and tieflings are whole weird. Don't even get me started on Dragonborn. But
You should talk to me about Dragonborn, Kevin.
When a bard meets a really awesome dragon.
no, they're not even.
Yeah, that's how that works. It's Dragonborn. It's
Oh,
bold.
okay.
Kevin, those are just
What is
words.
that?
There's
No,
not
no,
even a
no, no.
picture. Those
Read-
are just words,
Yeah.
Kevin.
No,
I'm not
these-
reading
The only
all
time
of
I can't
that.
believe
There's
this.
not even any like Subway server playing at the bottom. I can't pay attention to that.
Not Minecraft parkour.
No, these are summaries of what the books are. Okay. They also,
another book!
No, it's a comic. Okay.
That comics are books.
Yes, they are.
They are called comic books.
They're
yes,
gonna eat
okay.
the moon.
Fool.
I'm gonna listen to the audiobook,
no, the
by the
moon's gonna
way,
eat them.
of one of the D&D
It's the
books.
feast.
The moon's gonna eat
Oh, look
them.
at that, another book.
And maybe I'll talk about that in the future. Okay.
We like to bully Kevin.
Oh, also
We
on
like
D&D
what you
Beyond,
got.
they have stat blocks for each of these characters.
So we can
Sounds
see their
about right.
levels.
Yes. Apparently, the paladin is level 10.
Yeah,
that sounds
checks.
about right.
Really?
The paladin was pretty freaking powerful. so.
Dude, that NPC guy.
Why does he look high?
Which one?
Simon.
Oh, I mean, he is.
Dude, I love
he's
He
a
Simon.
looks
sorcerer.
pretty baked.
Also, I also really liked how like the whole time Simon like it was just like it wasn't like a forced chemistry between the Simon and the druid, but just
It
like
was
at-
cute.
Simon.
It was cute.
but kind of like at the end he was like, so clearly I've gotten over what you've disliked about me. Do you want to like try it again? And then she's just like,
Okay.
Sure, okay.
yeah, all right.
And then the guy's like, yeah.
You know what?
Calm
The
down.
druid character might also be an NPC. When you think
Druid?
about it, because she's also a higher level, and she was kind of there more for convenience rather than
Nah,
like.
she didn't feel like an NPC.
She
Because
didn't
she also
act like
didn't
an
make the
NPC.
same
she
kind of
didn't-
choices
She didn't
as a
like walk
PC.
over the rock.
Honestly,
Yeah.
to be fair, I think the only two playable characters were the
I think Simon
Barbarian.
was also a playable character.
yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
barbarian and Simon were the only two playable. Cause like, I don't know.
Honestly, yeah.
The
maybe
first
a little
guy,
bit.
if we like if I got officially what his class was, then yeah. But like,
Yeah.
Simon
neat
was
thing
a-
to
Whoa.
note, there's a lot of
What?
fan
Kevin,
art about
whoa.
this specific. There's nothing.
Kevin!
There's
Whoa,
nothing.
what is
not,
that?
There's
What
nothing
is
not safe for
that?
work. Okay.
Kevin.
I just found. Apparently, there's a lot of art
What is
on
going on
Twitter.
here?
Have you ever been on the internet? I literally thrive in the art side of the internet, and yeah, if there is any sort of media, they will just make ship things.
Yeah.
What is
No.
that?
Apparently,
That's the,
these
T-
two are
that's the
heavily
paladin
shipped.
holding
People really
the
like the
main
dude.
character.
Like which I
He's,
was
like,
surprised
picking
by.
him up.
The
the
black guy?
the
Yeah,
NPC,
this is- yeah, this is all fan art of the
DM,
NPC.
the DM character.
Yeah, the
'Cause
DM
he's,
NPC.
he's amazing, dude. Smash,
See, that's
like
funny, but
Yeah.
why is he getting like molested in this?
I think it's
I
like
don't
the.
understand.
they just want some man titties, like I do. Okay, it's
Yeah,
alright.
If you would let me talk to Josh.
That was a weird experience. Okay, what's the, oh people
Oh my
Lord,
god,
he's
I
coming.
loved the dragon.
people
He
really
was so
people really
cute.
like this guy.
It's
yeah.
so crazy
Dude,
because
that-
when you think of dragons, you think of like this big, elegant beast. So it was
But
like
made
this
of like pure
moment,
muscle and
this moment where it's like, you're right, a dragon could be obese, and that's so adorable. That's amazing.
And terrifying.
Yes, I mean the
bro
weird-
literally slid on his belly down a pile of bones.
It's turned into a
It's-
penguin.
It's really funny that people just find him as this cute little
He is
dragon.
Cute.
I mean, he wasn't like extremely deadly and clearly
No.
murdered so many people.
Yeah.
What do you
He
just
sleeps
cute
on a
with
mountain
God.
of bones.
What do you mean you could blame him? He's just a cute
I love this
little god.
depiction
Everyone
of the
wanted to go
dragon.
little.
We will go
Everyone
on.
wanted to go boop his snoot, and then they got like
And
eaten
he
because
don't
he's
like
a
us
dragon.
Snooted.
Yeah.
If they'd have scratched his chin, he'd have been okay.
Oh, chin scratches. You got all the chin woes. He needs
Okay.
help.
Yeah.
I'm liking the format this is going out to.
Can I press the
yeah,
space
yeah,
bar
you can.
again?
Okay,
It's
now
time for you to look
D&D
inward and start
memes.
asking yourself the big question. Why does everyone talk about the hither
Hither
staff,
thither staff.
but not the
It's a
super
portal.
creative, competent
component pouch Simon has. Maybe you shouldn't read these.
Yeah,
Component
Roar
pouch?
shouldn't be in charge of reading. I'll
Okay.
read them. I'll read them.
So
Which
Simon,
one was that? Was that
Simon,
the
magic,
gravity?
the
That's
magic
the thing
user.
he
the
had
sword.
where he was like
Yeah,
throwing.
that was
his-
super
was
cool.
that?
What is
Apparently,
that? I
it
don't
was
know
a
what that
component
is.
pouch.
But what is a component
Yeah, what's a
pouch?
component pouch?
Oh my goodness.
What does it do?
Okay.
We turn to the DM.
All right. So in D&D,
Help
there's
us.
there's visual and somatic and there's either gestures or speaking or components
Oh, yeah, the things we
required
never use.
in order. Yeah, we never bother with those. It's a common thing that is moved past by, but sometimes spells
That's
require
because you need, like, weird
components.
things like
Yeah, like
scales
or
or, like-
tears of a horse or something,
Yeah.
that sort of thing, or gems.
So did he just have all that?
Yeah,
Probably,
it was
yeah.
just a thing
I didn't mean to
to.
punch the mic.
And I loved how the hither thither staff was just a portal gun.
Yeah, it was just a
Also,
it was pretty fun.
Even
But better
better
because-
was
'Cause it could go in,
the
like,
way it
spots
showed
instead of on
up
walls.
was just
Yeah.
very in D&D
You mean
kind
my
of
walking
sense, where it
stick?
was just like this character's like
yeah.
makes a joke that they like found a staff at their ex-boyfriend's house, and then the DM's like, actually, you know what, you guys kind of up my puzzle, so I guess I'll give you a solution.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
Also accidentally messing up the puzzle.
yeah.
This is how we have to do it. It's very specific. If you listen, it's super easy. Huh? Sorry, I just stepped on the bridge.
It's funny
What?
that it wasn't
my
the
God, yeah.
I didn't know the
barbarian
bridge
that did
started
that.
here.
It was Simon that did that, who's supposed to be smart.
He's not smart, bro.
Well, oh no, he's not even charisma. You use charisma.
Actually, he is
for
kind
your
of
spell.
That's probably why he's so bad. That's why he's a bad sorcerer.
That's the point, guys.
That makes
See, but I don't
Good
know
job,
enough about
gang.
how reviews from critics that have actually played D&D before. This film does a fantastic job adapting D&D to film. Reviews from critics that have never played D&D before. There are so many jokes. Why isn't it more serious? This is just MCU with fantasy. The MCU has ruined Hollywood forever.
Yeah, this was
Oh,
up
wait,
there.
how is this like the MCU? It's
'cause
one movie.
Ha ha, funny jokes.
It is funny.
Like,
That's the
So
point.
it's a comedic action movie, so it's
yeah,
Marvel?
yeah. People, it's weird. I don't
What?
know how many reviews actually say this, but
Why is he crying?
Yeah, why is he
blood?
made? Why is he?
have you
Dude,
never
it's
seen?
mad.
This is not my meme.
Well,
this
normally
is-
it's like something else.
joke
I've
is
never
that-
seen one where it's a
The
dude
joke is that he's
crying
so
blood.
frustrated that he's crying blood.
You should
Yeah.
see the doctor about that.
Like,
That's
I need to
really
get help.
unhealthy. There's only like lizards.
I mean, with that terrible opinion, I mean, I'd cry blood.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Space.
She's going to get another Dr. Pepper. She's
Okay,
addicted.
DMing the new crop of post D&D movie players. What do you mean I can't wild shape into an owlbear? Why is this fight taking so long? But Holga soloed 6 guys, no problem.
That's what I'm saying.
I wanna
Hither
hither-
shit.
yeah,
Hither
stab.
thither.
Simon never ran out of spells. Why should I?
Yeah, he had so many
Simon
spell slots.
didn't even
Yeah.
use that
Yeah, he
many
didn't use
spells.
them.
No, he didn't.
He had
yeah.
like fresh grass clippings and like
Which
a little
honestly
bit of
is
flame on
probably
his
a
finger.
cantrip.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is also a cantrip. Like, most of what he used was, like, more than likely
But that's
a
because
cantrip.
normally in D&D spells are much more like complicated than cantrips, aren't they?
Yeah,
yeah.
cantrips don't take up spell slots either.
Yeah.
no, but there's only a limited amount of cantrips you could learn. Running as a running joke. I do wish D&D combat was so much faster though. I want a better system.
Why? I like the combat system in
I've
D&D.
actually
takes
like
too
been-
long.
It's
man.
turn-based combat.
Yeah.
I get that, but like I want to move on with
Have
the
you ever
story.
Have you
It's
ever
not
played
that-
turn-based combat in a video game? Because that's what it is.
I've actually.
But it's much
Yeah.
faster because
That's
they
because
can
you're just
calculate.
selecting buttons. You're not like actually speaking.
and they have to calculate it, not me.
So you're saying D&D should go fully digital?
no, never.
Because that's the only way that would work.
No, just if they change the system a little
Okay, give
bit.
me your suggestion.
I've been trying to figure that out.
Exactly.
Okay?
You think D&D
Kevin.
people haven't thought about that?
You
I'm-
can't be angered about a system without proposing a change.
Exactly.
I'm just working on that. And
Laura, what do you have to say?
Yes.
I was just gonna say that I've been DMing for some of my friends, and I have a tendency to forget about combat, and my friend is really upset about that, and I
yeah.
don't know how to fix that because combat is really boring for
I love
everybody
just
else
combat.
in
plan
the
out
party.
combat.
I
No,
love
but
combat.
everybody
I
else
hate
dislikes combat
Yeah.
except for my one player.
I love combat.
And
Oh.
so it's like I'm trying to like work peace, and it's kind of
I like
sad
the
because
story.
like the one friend is like, I have like all this cool magic I'd like to use, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I didn't tell you to do that.
Well, there could be scenarios where
So you're saying that nobody should play any class that's even somewhat good for combat, which is most
No,
of the
I was
classes
just
in
saying
D&D.
that's a
specific-
what it
min-maxing
is.
I was saying
versus
specifically for
underdogs.
my party.
Yeah, but like everyone's trying to cut out combat because it's so slow and
No, we
boring.
should
I
keep
like
combat.
It feels fun.
I get
Look,
that.
the combat is fun.
How did this become arguing about combat?
Why is
Because
this
guys
Simon
just-
never ran out of spells. Why should I? That's why.
It's just also
when
It's
you-
Dexter.
When you go see the D&D movie in theaters and aren't able to recognize all the spells the characters are using, I have failed you.
Do you
I'm
know
assuming
who
that's
that
a
is?
picture
It's
of the guy who
Dexter.
sat in the bait. Yeah, that's Dexter, obviously.
It's Gary. I think it's Gary Gygax.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's the guy who made D&D.
Yeah, it is.
The guy from the Wizards at the Coast.
Apparently the title of this post, like, as soon as
No. Hither thither
finished
staff.
Why
the
not?
movie.
Is
I
the
love
hidden,
that
the hidden
because it's
visitor staff
over-
isn't real, right?
Yeah, it's,
No,
it's
it's
also
not actual-
overpowered.
It's no, it's
It
not
doesn't
actual
have
D&D.
any rules.
They did make rules when the movie came out.
They did create some.
Where it has a number of charges and
Yeah, that's what I would
Yeah.
assume. It's got limited range and limited charges.
yeah, because it is way overpowered. Like
You could literally get out of any situation with it. You could
yeah.
literally just like, bloop, and you're gone.
I mean, it would. I would love to add that to my game, but puzzles would just not work whatsoever.
Well, you could just make it in a room where like it
Magic
disables
don't
that
work
kind of
here.
thing.
like it can't go on rough surfaces.
Dude.
that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
just change
Like
ju-
the walls
make it-
are magic proof,
Just
make
so
there
no
some kind
magic
of-
will stick
some
to
kind
the
of like
walls.
weird element that it won't stick to, or like
It's
it won't
it's
work
hither
around.
thither
So
thither.
it
rock.
works
So
like
like
hither
portal
thither
in
rock.
the opposite direction.
No, like it might give off some sort of
Hither,
like
thither, repeller
radio
rock.
frequency or like a wave of some kind that just like cancels out the portals and doesn't make them work.
Yeah.
But it like doesn't affect anything else. I don't know.
Yeah. The title for it's
Hat.
D&D hat.
Honor Among
Thieves
Thieves.
hat.
I think that is.
What is the origin behind this meme template? I've never thought
If
about
somebody
it.
would like to tell us what movie this is from,
Like the cat's
Oh
gotta
my
be
goodness.
photoshopped, 100%. It's gotta
Is it
be.
though?
It's the cat in the
Okay.
salad meme.
It's gotta be. Kevin, are you gonna like
The
show
lady
these
pointing
slides
at it,
in the
yelling
video?
at the
Yes.
cat.
dude,
Okay,
diligent
obviously.
commenters,
Cat's looking like this with
please
salad.
tell us what this meme is from.
Yeah.
Tell us the origins of it.
We really want to know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna Google it,
Yeah.
and Google will tell me weird things. I want to read this one.
Okay, sure.
D&D Sesame Street. Ah, sir, I see you've enjoyed the fantasy movie. Hashtag D&D movie. May I suggest you watch the lesser known but superior cult classic Pathfinder movie?
No.
The joke is that, hey, you like D&D? How about Pathfinder 2E? It's much better.
No, it's not.
Is
There's
that a movie?
No.
Pathfinder is a
Pathfinder's the
different
new D&D.
tabletop role-playing
Oh,
game. No,
I
it's
was-
not.
It's the new D&D.
No, okay. Pathfinder 2E is also from kind of
Yes.
similar origins as
Yes.
similar origins as D&D. But what are you doing?
Nothing. You're eating my mic.
It's a
It
different.
might be cake.
It's a different tabletop system.
I mean,
It's got me. Is this cake or Mike?
and people heavily said like once D&D had that whole catastrophe
Cake or Dr. Pepper.
controversy
Either way, it's
was
edible.
go to Pathfinder.
With Sesame Street books.
With a G. Him specifically.
Grover.
Yeah.
He's a Sesame Street character.
Okay, the same old meme formats. I sleep. The new D&D formats from the D&D movie. Real. Yeah.
That moment was great. I
I am
liked that
very
moment in the movie.
excited for all the new D&D formats once like the movie comes out on DVD.
oh my
then
god, yes.
People can take.
D&D, sorry, DVD online, do you mean?
No, DVD.
Kevin still buys
Who
DVDs.
uses DVD
Actually, my
anymore?
cousin does. He's obsessed with them.
He's got a lot of them.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be on HBO Max or
We
something.
just bought Matilda.
It'll probably be on a bunch
Ew.
of online things.
I like that
Okay.
movie.
The
Ew.
old one?
Yeah.
The new one?
No, the old
The
one.
new one's a musical.
What? What are you talking about?
The old one's a musical too, isn't it?
No.
There's.
Yeah, there's music in it, but it's not a musical.
I'm pretty sure it is. Just not the same kind of musical. As
No,
the, new
the
one.
original Matilda is not a musical.
don't know.
That's like
I don't know
saying
about that.
Beetlejuice is a
Tracy is
musical.
shaking her head. Are you shaking your head
I'm
to
not sure.
Aurora or Kale?
I'm not sure.
What? I have no idea.
The original Matilda is not a musical.
I didn't notice any critical role
The
references in the
characters are not
D&D movie.
singing.
Fresh cut grass.
Do you know who Fresh Cut Grass is?
No.
Well, it's of the third campaign within the Critical Role things, and
What
there's
is-
a character Called Fresh Cut Grass.
That's what I
who's
thought.
Who's an automaton? Like
Like like that kind of automaton.
It does say
A
that
robot.
it is a stage musical.
LL.
a robot.
So it's an
think-
automaton, not
There
an
is a
automaton.
non-musical. Aurora is right. It is not. The old one is not a musical.
No, my
I'm
bad.
not. I'm never wrong.
That's not
Yeah.
true.
I'm superior to all of you.
Google
Okay,
says
you
so.
all need to
also
shut
not
up.
True. It's definitely Rora is not superior.
While
You're right.
watching-
Trouble is.
That's also not true.
While watching the movie, did you like keep like noticing things or pointing things out to?
Absolutely.
No,
Yeah,
I just
same.
occasionally whispered something I found funny to people.
Yeah.
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 No. Yeah.
I'm not a try-hard DM like Kevin and Rora.
No, the
Like,
friends
when
that
that-
are
Especially
mean.
Kevin.
When that
Yeah,
illusion
Kevin,
was
you're such a
glitching.
try hard. It was kind of cool when the chick was from Waterdeep.
Yeah. No. It was.
I've
Space.
never. I
Oh, that's it. Okay.
We're at the end of the
What?
slideshow, and I didn't even get to talk
spam
about
it.
how I thought that it was annoying. Well, not annoying. It was like an interesting choice.
We still got things to talk about.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah, final.
Hear me
final
out. Hear
thoughts
me out.
here.
Hear me out. It was an interesting choice that they
Wait, if I
gave
go
the
back, then we
tiefling
have-
a tail.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Kenvlar, because I swear to God. Okay, because it's
no naughty words.
it's definitely not controversial, but I feel like it's kind of it's like some people
She has
think, some
broken
people
speech.
don't. Are like tieflings have tails. Same thing with dragonborns. But then also her tail was so tiny, and it was interesting. She was a really small tiefling. I'm
yeah.
judging her by the size of her horns
You're
and
a
tail.
really small person.
I'm gonna beat you to a freaking pulp.
5'3" who?
I mean, they did. They beat me up. According
did,
to your
yeah.
commands.
We did. Sorry, Kevin, but Rora said I need to beat you up for
Yeah,
her.
we need to beat you.
Did
Would
beat
you,
you up.
Oh, yeah.
Laura, would you judge a person based on
Person?
The size of their horns?
size of their
Absolutely.
based on the
tail.
size of their earlobes?
Absolutely.
Yes, you should.
Wow.
It was probably very
I just
minimal.
thought she was a satyr.
I knew she was a tiefling druid because they said it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just from
They
the trailers.
spoke it out loud multiple times.
I think it was
I
for
wanted
general
her to
audiences. Like,
A satyr?
Yeah, but the movie said otherwise.
I'm pretty sure the Christian community might not have.
The
has
Christian
been-
community can
I know.
fight
I
me.
Know, I know.
I don't.
My dad is
entirely
a part
off
of
the
the Christian community, and
podcast.
he
I will
liked the
fight
movie.
you.
Well,
far as I
Rora,
know.
Rora's saying that they might
think he
have
saw
done
it.
that because, or
I
Kevin's
realized
saying
I
that they
was
might have
focusing on the
made him
wrong.
like
That's
that.
where the camera is. I was looking at the empty tripod this entire time.
What?
Bro, that's like the reason we don't have the heads-up display anymore, because we keep looking at that. You've been looking at the wrong thing, and there's not even anything to look at there. It's an empty tripod.
I haven't been trying to make eye
Well, now I
contact
don't have
with the
anything to
camera,
look at
but
because
I'll,
I've
like,
just
look
been
at
ignoring
the
the camera
tripod
this whole
instead
time.
of the camera. I don't know why. I just didn't know where the camera was, but it's right
It's
there.
the
Hello, my
giant
friend.
camera right there.
As you can see, I haven't been here for a while.
It's in the same spot it's been since you stopped recording. And it's the same camera.
Okay. Anything else, guys?
Your mom.
Oh, you know what? I think I've got something to say since Donovan's not here.
Yeah, Ray is not a Skywalker.
Wait, we're not ending. We're
Oh,
not ending
my
yet.
bad, my bad, my bad,
Before
my bad.
before we end,
Oh.
do what is it called? Not call outs. What's the word of
Shout-outs.
advertising yourself?
Shout out.
Shout outs. Do we have
Shameless
any shout outs?
plug?
Yeah, shameless plug. Do you have any shameless plugs?
I have an Instagram.
She's got two.
I'm not gonna no, just one.
The Gaggle of Nerds has an Instagram now.
I have an
Yes.
Instagram.
There's not
It's
much activity.
Just search
You'll have to
the
find
Gaggle
it.
of Nerds
Because-
on Instagram.
I'm not that
Man, the
popular.
company films Instagram's still up and running.
Yeah, it's a little old, but
It's
yeah.
not
I also haven't
used, but
posted
it's
in a long
there.
time.
Of course, go
There's
to.
nothing on the Gaggle of Nerds. It
Yeah.
doesn't even have a. It doesn't even look official yet. It's still.
When we get the logo, we'll start really.
It still does not have
And-
a
I'll
profile
have
picture.
Kenvlar.
I'll make sure to put the shorts.
No, I don't have the company films. I only have mine in Rocket
Oh my
Medford.
goodness.
Target
I
wrecked.
will have
I also don't have
Kenvlar
H-Toad Cat.
put my in the description, so then you can check out my art, because I'm going to do art for the podcast.
Yes.
And I haven't posted in a while, so hopefully I will have posted after that. And if you're from the podcast, DM me and be like, I'm from the podcast, and say
Or just
hi.
comment.
Or
Okay.
comment. But just comment Michael is 6'10" on every single post.
Yeah.
No, not everyone. Only ones with Michael.
Only ones with Michael, but you don't know who Michael is.
Don't worry, just look in comments.
Yeah,
and
just look
see
at the
if-
comments, you'll
if
know.
there is a comment saying Michael is 6'10", Michael's in there.
Michael is in that post.
Plug also.
Or my Instagram.
Since I don't have a coffee yet, which is a thing
You
you
don't have a
give me.
coffee?
Like it's a
Well, obviously-
website.
Oh,
that you get-
Ko-fi.
Ko-fi.
I was like,
I might
why
set
doesn't
that
Ken
up.
Vlar
I was
have a
like,
coffee?
No, I was like, what's the significance about Kevin not having coffee?
What's a
Kevin's
It's
not
a
an avid
Kofi.
coffee
You
drinker.
guys want to give
Obviously-
money to Ken Vlar?
Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, it's that thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's a donation.
Also,
thing. Don't worry about it. For
I
right
need
now.
you to address him as Ken Vlar exclusively.
Go. I'm fine with that.
Kenvlar. Ken Vlar.
That's definitely not how I've been spelling it.
I call him Ken
It's
Vin.
literally Ken Vlar. What are you talking about? How
I
do you
didn't hear
spell
the
it?
end. I never heard the end. Only Kevlar.
And I go by trouble on the internet, so say
No,
hi.
I only started calling you Ken Vlar once accidentally wrote
She really is
Kenvin
trouble.
on a schedule. So then I added the N.
Okay. Also, obviously, check the
Bro, are
Save the
you
Game Store
sunburned,
channel.
Bro, when did you go outside?
I still
When I
work
painted
for
my
that channel,
car.
obviously.
Imagine.
So yes, I am sunburned from like
From like an
this
hour
week.
of being outside.
I was out
It's
for more than
snowing.
an hour. I was out for way
No,
more
it
than
wasn't.
an
when
hour.
it was
wasn't
snowing. It was
snowing.
a couple days ago. You know, when it was 80 degrees and then we got hit by a snowstorm.
Guys, I was out for like 5 hours. I
Okay.
hand painted my
Love
car.
Wisconsin. No,
Well-
I don't. I hate it.
I bet
Darn it.
Lorian loves telling people in Minnesota about Wisconsin weather.
Anyway.
I
Oh.
neglected to realize that we were in Minnesota.
What was the Guthrie Theater in Minneapolis?
Minneapolis.
I was tired.
All right.
From what? We sat on a bus.
I believe this is the end of the episode.
Yes,
so I hope you all
correct.
have a great night.
Rehearsal the day
And
before.
I hope
You were
that this
sitting on a
video goes
bus.
well and that Ken Vlar edits it really
You were
well.
sitting
So
there.
have a great
Yeah.
night
Ray
and
is not
thank
a
you for watching the Gaggle of Nerds
Skywalker.
podcast.
Skywalker.
Bye.
Whatever.